the month of April, I see a vortex. The vortex symbolizes two things: the removing in your life of what no longer serves you. It also symbolizes the eye within the storm, and that a lot of people will have a longing for safety. How people try to gain safety in their lives could differ, but it is a theme. Do not feel ashamed if you want to gain safety. It is not an immature or childish urge. Just be cognizant that you are not going back to situations that are unsafe or abusive or just, in other words, wrong for you. In a lot of ways, humanity is going back as well as going forward. We are going back to go forward. This could make a good sense to a good many of you. The word excitement lit up in neon lights for the month of April. Harness the energy of excitement. For some, this may seem like terror or fear. Do not chastise yourself for these fears, but try to soothe them and integrate them and move forward. For some, a positive affirmation combined with a visualization would be to visualize a circle and say, I stand in the middle of my life. I am the center of my life. When I find my center, all around me benefit. Other people will need to leave behind what no longer serves them. Really do this, not pretend to do this, but fully do this at a full and complete level. As you do this, leave whatever behind you that you no longer want, no longer serves you, and you will feel like a dark cloud will leave your life. I saw the image of water, and some of you should imagine an otherworldly planet filled with and covered by healing water, and imagine being in the water for 5 minutes. Some people should think of themselves as more deserving. This is not really a theme for April, but a plague of humankind of low self-worth. It sounds like a small cliche problem, but it really is not, because low self-esteem and low self-worth is one of the key ways the darkest controllers use to keep people alive. You will notice that shame, which vibrates the lowest, is used to control people. Whenever someone tries to make you feel ashamed, consciously release the energy from your body. You do not need any of these energies any time in your life, but especially in April. Some people will have to take care that they seek out healthier coping mechanisms and sometimes healthier people. April and the weeks leading up to April have created fertile ground for you to finally uproot some of your bad habits, both emotional and literal. Another word I see is movement. A lot of you will want to harness the energy of movement, whether that is literal movement or moving to a different location, perhaps doing something a little differently or a lot differently. I saw the word sun, and this would be a good visualization. To visualize the sun coming out of your chest and feeling the warmth of the sun and the energy field within you. April is a time when you have the utmost chance to direct your life into a better direction, but there may be some upheaval. Not necessarily. Maybe there will be little or none for some people, but there could be upheaval as part of this process, as the energies that no longer serve you finally come to a head. You can almost feel the collective tension in the air about what is going to happen in April. I know this is a common theme the last year, but as you come into April, use that tension to help release what you no longer want. Propel yourself and your soul mission to a higher level than you ever thought. Yes, it feels scary, but instead of thinking that this scary feeling means that you are off track, consider the fact that it could actually mean that you are in fact on track. I see the image of a mountain and a feeling that a lot of people have reached an apex of particular problems they have faced, perhaps in their own life, and that feels that now that things will go downhill, but in a good way, in a way that it is indicative of solving that problem. I see the image of a lot of people in desperate situations at the top of the mountain with a sense of excitement, but also confusion as what to do next. You should really make a commitment to connect with like-minded people. A lot of people's social connections have broken apart in the last several years, and there are a lot of people looking for new connections. You have an opportunity to release the patterns of the past. And if you do the inner work, connect with people who are no longer reflect that unpleasant mirroring of past traumas. This month, you really have a chance to be reborn. And it is up in the air how all the collective energies of everyone's collective life paths will reconglomerate together. But the more that you work on your collective individual lives, or your own individual lives, and up your vibration, the more it will help the collective of everyone's life paths conglomerating together. By loving yourself, healing yourself, releasing your pain, uplifting your lives, you will not only help yourself, but you will also help the collective or all of humanity. One more note. A chunk of people, probably about 30% watching this, need to pay more attention to their diet. It really has a strong effect on your emotions and just how you feel in general. Some underestimate how much doing these changes will affect how you feel and help you get out of the dark gray cloud you have around you. But you may not want to change your diet, but rest assured you can create a diet that is healthy and one that you will also enjoy. Use your intuition and do some research. You can find replacements for everything. Make it a mission and an adventure to find better foods that also taste good. Rest assured you can still have enjoyment from food. You just have to make some switches. I saw the image of mangoes and papayas and orange-like foods, which is associated with the spleen and the earth element in Chinese shamanic medicine. Thank you for listening. I hope that you have a wonderful April.